Hey everybody, it's Romania Black. It's been a long time since I've talked about banana fish. It's been a couple months actually. I've had withdrawals from banana fish, but you know the problem is I finished the series, I've read the manga, I've read the epilogue, I watched the animatic of the epilogue, and I've read most of the side stories, but there's two that I have not read yet. And so those are the two that we're going to tackle today. And then I want to talk about something I want to do that's banana fish related after the fact. But I've wanted to read Cape Cod 1985 and New York Since for a long time, and I keep putting it off. I keep having my schedule over here and being like, yeah, I'll get to it, and then I keep getting pushed off. And tonight I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read them because I've had these links saved. I've been wanting to go. There's the links that I'm gonna be looking at tonight are in the description down below, so if you need to go check them out, they're both Tumblr links. But thank you to those that actually translated these two stories and put those on there. So kudos, thank you. But I actually haven't gone through the New York Since one, obviously, because I don't want to be spoiled. I just found the link and saw it had different parts, and I'm like, this looks like the whole thing. So cool. But yeah, so in Garden of Light, the epilogue to Banana Fish, AG talks about going to Cape Cod with Ash, that they used to go back there to Cape Cod. And it seems like that one summer, because they were together a year, so it seems like there was a summer where they all went back together. And I really wanted to read this side story because I was like, I want to see what it's about. And so, of course, I'm probably going to be really emotional reading this because Garden of Light is such an emotional epilogue. It's a perfect epilogue for any series I've ever read, but especially with Ash and AG, it's like, And I don't know for certain. The one thing I didn't research Cape Cod 1985 because I didn't want to be spoiled, but I don't know if this person, it's either AG or Shorter that he's with. I think it's AG though, because Shorter's taller than him. So anyway, I pulled it up. I haven't read it, but I pulled it up with the first image here so we can look at it. We're going to check out here in 3, 2, 1. Right off the bat, there it is. Ash and AG, right? That summer. And what I love about Banana Fish, especially the mangaka, their work, is it's so distinct and 80s. Like, I grew up in the very late 80s, early 90s, and this fashion, like these shirts, the logos, everything, it's all so authentic. And I really love that about it. Like the 10cc, the I Love New York with the apple. That summer. A special season. Them climbing the tree. Chips and fries. Banana, pecan, chocolate chip, cherry. This has to be AG, yeah. I see, like this, the whole thing with the Coca-Cola and the menu that's torn off. And they both got ice cream cones, but their Coke has the dual straws, like they're both gonna drink out of it. Gah! Wiping oily fingers off on our shirts. Supersized Coke. Swimming in the river in our clothes. Like it's just so peaceful and like a summer, like a perfect end of summer sort of thing. Cape Cod, 1985. And you can see that that's AG with his, like looking over, and there's Ash with his back. The summer we were boys for the very last time. Oh, that's, man. So I don't know if that's AG or if it's Shorter. Either way. Like that, just that innocence. That innocence there. And then right before all the stuff with Banana Fish happens. Damn. And just that metaphor, even without the events that unfolded, just the idea that they were boys the last time before they were adults, and things get more. This comic is so simple. It's so simple, and it's kind of like a great representation of youth, because when you're really young, things are really easy and simple, and then they get more complicated when you get to be adults. And that's such a good metaphor, because even the scenery and everything is so simplistic. It's just a tree or the background or a river and there's a reed. It's just it's simple and basic. And we've seen this mangaka and what they can draw, and they can draw these beautiful landscapes and everything. So like that looks photorealistic. And just the idea that they did something so simple in the moment. Man, that's really good. It's really good. Glad I saw. I didn't realize it was so short. I was like, man, Cape Cod, that's definitely a short story for sure. But it's just harkening back to in Garden of Light when AG was like wanting to go back to Cape Cod with Ash and them, and damn. So yeah. Something nice. Now New York Sense, which is the other one I've got here. New York Sense is supposed to be the photo book of AG's photos that he took during when Garden of Light. We see that he has an art exhibit, and these are supposed to be the photos that he took throughout not only the art exhibit but then later on. So it's like it's just the side story. So there's 5 parts to it, so I'm going to open up each part individually and do part 1. Yeah, so that's the title page of it. The title page of it with the cat and the director's chair, which I think is cool. Okay, so there's actually a letter. The preface. One picture taken by A.G. Okamura changed the image of New York completely. Newsweek, August 1994. I love it. New York photographer A.G. Okamura was born in 1966 in Shimane Prefecture, Japan. While still competing as a pole vaulter in high school, he became acquainted with the college student photographer Shinichi Ibe. This was the start of a series of events which in 1985 culminated in 19-year-old Okamura's first trip overseas to New York City. So it was AG in Cape Cod 1985. Damn it. That's so sad. Okamura is reticent to talk about that era. Can't imagine why. It was a turbulent time for me, he said in a recent interview, and I can honestly say that it changed my life. Despite Okamura's own reluctance, his New York fans can ever be grateful for Okamura's encounters with the metropolis. Upon his return to Japan, Okamura made a successful debut as a freelance photographer and soon returned to the United States to ply his trade. In 1992, the United States government granted the 26-year-old Okamura a permanent visa, and 2 years later, the success of a private exhibition increased the speed of his suddenly skyrocketing fame. A.G. Okamura's star is still rising. I love that this makes him sound like a real person. This book represents the first collection of his photographic prowess, reprinting many of the images featured in the pages of Newsweek. In this compilation, one will find all aspects of New York living areas, the streets, cityscapes, and the New Yorkers themselves, captured vividly and with an intimacy that reveals not only the emotions of each subject, but the photographer's own emotions as well. As has often been said of Okamura, his heightened senses captures the common sense of New Yorkers. The critical consensus is that Okamura's photography conveys an indescribable tenderness that sets him apart. His fresh perspective towards his subject captured the attention of the U.S. art scene. He commented on the critics and his impressions of New York in a recent article in The Voice. New Yorkers certainly are more aggressive than anyone else I've ever met, and I'm not one to judge whether that's good or bad. I love both sides, light and darkness. Oh, God, it's going back to the show! Maybe that's why critics refer to my photography with the word tenderness. One photo in the collection received the most critical attention early morning 1987. Its subject, Ash Lynx, has already gained an urban legend status in New York. His blonde hair, green eyes, gentle demeanor, and 180-plus IQ have all worked to garner him the reputation of the loneliest and most dangerous man in the city. Okamura's photograph belies every stereotype. Perhaps Ash Lynx is the man most benefited by Okamura's indescribable tenderness. Shut up! Oh my God! Author, you know what you're doing! At the start, Okamura's original purpose was to assist eBay in his report on the stars of New York street gangs. And that's where they were at the beginning of the series. That could be where Ash Lynx and Okamura may have met for the first time. Speculation has it that Okamura was caught at the center of the gang violence at the time, and those frightening events culminated in his flight from the country. Certainly the New York street scene could be the darkness Okamura talked about, and Ash Lynx may have been the light. But that remains a story yet to be told. Oh man, but for now, Japan should be pleased that its young budding genius has bloomed in the concrete jungle of New York City. What a love letter, like just to send it out and be like, go read the series, it's amazing. Who buddy indeed. This book is dedicated to my friend A, will be known to me as Dawn. We're going back to Garden of Light already. Okay, to Akira. Okay. Sure. I'm assuming these are they're photos. Oh. And these are actually in New York. Oh, like the kitchen area where him and Ash were. Oh. Okay. With the cat and everything. Man, seeing New York in the 1980s is such a trip compared to how it looks now, like 30 years later. Oh, wow. Yeah. Getting all the graffiti and everything. And these are like the scenes where, like episodes 21 happens, like the shootout and everything. Like those scenes of the alley and stuff. It looks like where it took. I wonder if that was inspiration for where the mangaka drew those scenes happening. Because like the scene where Ash jumps through the window against Fox, that could have been like right there. Dang. And the Apollo. Wow. Okay. And getting the city streetscape. Dang. Oh my gosh. So I'm wondering if these are all going to be photos. Yeah, this looks just like the references for the show. Wow. I'm wondering if they're going to actually just all be photographs or the cat feet. If there's actually going to be drawings in here by the mangaka. And yeah, these all look like references to different things, like the graffiti and everything throughout the city and the bikes and the traffic. Yeah, and like them getting through the staircases and everything outside, the back alley. Wow. Interesting. Okay, now we're getting into... Those were photo references. Now we're getting into the other thing. What causes repugnance? What causes reverie? Find it all here. Bathe it in brilliant light. But yet, it's wrong to try. And there's Ash. Early morning, 1987. Man. See, it had been over a year since they had known each other. And the green eye, I love the little color spot. So in Garden of Light, when AG goes to find all the photos of Ash that he didn't want to look at, I'm assuming these are it. Yeah. You weren't in love at all, were you? Oh, man. These are so good. I love these. It's like, AG's just like, just let me take these photos of you in the shower. It's totally fine. Oh, yeah, and then so there's the kitchen, so you could see like the stuff there from the photo reference. That's great. And Ash making the breakfast. Oh. Kitchen 1987. Oh, it's pasta. It's not breakfast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that your friend just doesn't take photos of you out in the lake. Like, come on, soulmate status, y'all. If you don't think AG and Ash were in love soulmates, I don't know what to tell you. 1985. So that would have been more like Cape Cod, right? That would have been around Cape Cod time. Yeah, so Cape Cod, like when they went out swimming there. Father and daughters. Jenkins! Oh, 1997. So this is like 10 years after the events of Banana Fish. Like 10 years later. Risa, Maria, Rana, Dora, Arissa. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's him and all his daughters. Like 4 daughters. And one of them as a kid. Oh my god, look at that baby. Look at that baby's eyes. Oh, Jenkins. Man. Oh my gosh, is this going to be AG like going back and taking photos of everybody he knows? Oh, come on. Oh, it's Max and Michael. Yeah, because Michael looks like Ash. And he has the hair in the ponytail with the Gap shirt. And Michael or Max looking older with like the crow's feet. And AG eating with them. Ugh. Father and son, Mr. Robbo and his son Michael. 1998. So yeah, that would have been 10 years. So like, yeah, he would have been in his 40s. Max would be. Oh. Dude, like. Ugh. Wait, was this part 5 or part 4? Yeah, it was part 5. So this is the last part. And this is Sing and Akira, 1999. Oh, dang. Oh, it's like a traditional Chinese wedding. Except, well, she's Japanese, but... Oh my gosh, she looks so beautiful. I love the phoenix. Oh god, the phoenix, that's like Dragon Moon had the phoenix motif too. And Sing with the dragons. And then they changed into like a more Western attire. Oh, wedding feast. Oh man. And her dress there. And old Sing with his hair all roughed up and he has like a ponytail and his like bow tie. Oh. I always kind of wanted Akira with Michael because they were closer in age, but fine mangaka, have her marry Sing, even though he's like 10 years older than her. Fine, it's fine, I guess. Oh, Eiji Okamura and his assistant buddy. He's like taking the photo in the mirror so they can get it. Damn. I love both sides, light and darkness. Maybe that's why critics refer to my photography with the word tenderness. Okay. Oh, man. Dang. I feel complete. I feel like I can't tell you, it's been like over a year. It's literally been a year since I started Banana Fish. Oh my God. It's been a year, y'all. I didn't even realize that when I started this video, but I started Banana Fish back in September of 2020. And it's been a year. Dang. So in the span of a year, slowly but surely, I have read all the material for Banana Fish. I still don't have volumes 14 and 16. You can kind of see behind me, I got my collection there. I've got the English translations. I'm missing volume 14 and 16. One day, I scour eBay all the time, and I look on Amazon or Barnes & Noble all the time and being like, I've got the digital versions because I had to read it when I was going through the manga, but I don't have the physical copies, but one day I will. So I just hold out hope. But yeah, damn. So what I was going to say is that it's been a year since I started watching Banana Fish. It's one of my favorite anime series. It's one of my favorite mangas. I absolutely love it. I recommend it to anybody if you've not seen it. Why are you watching this video if you've not seen or watched Banana Fish or read it? But there is a series. When I did Garden of Light, I did my live stream and I read the epilogue with everybody. And then Yaku BF does a series of animations and animated the Garden of Light. And it was a really good animatic. I really liked it. And so they also are doing an animatic series of original, like, I'm assuming it's alternate universe content called Banana Fish Forever. And I've heard it's good. So I want to, this winter, over the next couple months, start watching an episode of it and reacting to it, because I need more Banana Fish content. I'm like, if the mangaka won't give me the Banana Fish content, then I'll get it somewhere else. And so I'm going to watch Yakubief's series slowly but surely. It'll probably be another month before I get to the first episode or not, because I've got other things I'm working on. But I do want to watch that, and I'm pretty excited. But I do feel like a sense of closure seeing this. It's like, okay, I've seen all the Banana Fish now. And so I'm excited to get into Yaku's work. But I hope you all enjoyed this reaction. Just short, simple, sweet, just something to talk about the rest of Banana Fish. But it's been a while, and those were the 2 side stories I had yet to complete, and so I wanted to do that. But in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care. I'm curious to know your thoughts down below, but let's keep celebrating the amazingness that is Banana Fish. And soon, hopefully, I'll be going back and doing a review of episode 1 of Yako's series, Banana Fish Forever. So in the meantime, have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Take care. And I'll talk to you all again soon with more Banana Fish. Bye.